and one-sided war. It's out today and it is heavy. It's probably one of the heaviest things he's ever done. If you like some great classic heavy metal, this is the album for you. You can head over to Amazon, Music Talk Jericho, Amazon links to pick that up. You can get yourself some great new music and help support your favorite podcast in the process, right? And in return, we're going to talk to Michael about the new solo record. He's got Joe Hoekstra of White Snake playing on it. Another great guitar player, Ethan Brosh, is there. We're going drummer Will Hunt from Evanescence of Black Little Society. This is John Miller, Rocket Man. This album is super heavy, like I said, it's plus. We're going to do a studio record after a list of years of the songwriting. Of course, the news everyone's talking about the 30th anniversary of the Hell of the Devil album. It's an album made in the household, and an album that maybe a Striker fan. Well, actually, Alex Hose's fan as well. Although Richard Christie and Howard Jones, my little Christian metal group text, they love the Hell of the Devil. Michael's got stories about making that album, how quickly things changed once they got some love from mainstream rock radio and MTV. And we're going to talk about the tour. They were in the old costumes. They had to take them out of it in some cases and revamp them a little bit, but it's going to be a hell of a good time with Michael Sweet today from Striker. And like I said, Mike knows a thing or two about clothing. They're dusting off the old costumes for the Hell of the Devil tour. Michael had to have his entire Striker wardrobe remade. He's going to tell us why coming up after he's fat because his skin is erect, he's in great shape. But I'll tell you how you can upgrade your own style as well. Not just let Striker upgrade their style. How can you upgrade your own style? You're not wearing yellow and black. What are you going to be wearing? I'll tell you what you're wearing. Your own custom fit suit. You're upgrading the bank as well. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Indochino.com. That's Indochino.com. They're going to have you looking like a Hollywood A-lister, man. Like you're walking the red carpet of the Grammys, of the Slammys, with their made-to-measure suits. You can wear a one-of-a-kind suit made just for you. Imagine how great that'll feel. A suit that fits you perfectly. So suit up with Indochino, and this is how you do it. You customize the details you want. You pick your lining, lapels, and even a personal monogram. Then you give them the 14 unique measurements they need to make a suit that fits you perfectly. These suits are made of 100% merino wool, so they are bang fish fancy. They also do made-to-measure dress shirts and men's accessories. Best of all, Indochino has a money-back guarantee. And today, Indochino is giving all Talk and Jericho fans, you sexy beasts, they're giving you a premium suit for just $399. That's up to 50% off. That's crazy. A beautiful suit like this. Go to Indochino.com to check out what they've got. Enter the promo code Jericho at checkout. You'll get free shipping. And I'm telling you what, you want to look sharp? You want to look like Chris Jericho? I'm always looking sharp, man. I choose to wear a scarf and a vest. You want to wear a personal custom-made suit? There's no reason not to go get a suit that's made just for you. Go to Indochino's premium collection. Check it out. They look good. They feel good. And they're going to last. I want you to go to Indochino.com. That's Indochino.com. Use the promo code Jericho. You get any premium suit for just $399 plus free shipping. You want to look like a boss? Huh? You want to look like a man? Huh? You need to go get a custom-made swank suit just for you at Indochino.com with that promo code Jericho. Look sharp. Never goes crazy. I want a sharp dress. Alright, so I'm here with, in, I don't know, downtown Rhode Island or something. But it's always funny, Michael Sweet is with me in a Hawaiian shirt and super California accent, still living here in the Boston, New England area. It's so funny to me that he's still here. You know, this Hawaiian shirt that my dad wears these. Stuff like that. And he's worn these for years. And I think I'm turning into my dad, man. I really do. I look exactly like my dad when he was like my age. I was like, holy smokes, I never thought I looked like my dad until I saw this picture. I think what it is sometimes for us is subconsciously, obviously we look up to our dads. Right, of course, you know, but at the same time, you don't want to dress like your dad, or you know what I mean? So, but I'm starting to dress like my dad, you know, so, hey, if my dad's a cool guy, so I'll take it. Yeah, exactly. So you're up in New England, you've been here for 20 years or so, and that was originally for distribution, doing like forest range and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, originally what happened was, the plan was to move back here, to start over regarding raising our kids. So we just wanted to get out of the area we were in. Orange. My wife was trying to move the house Orange. Orange. But anyway, it's about them. So Orange County went bankrupt. And because of that, it was difficult to sell the house at the time. So we went from a short sale, moving back here to start over, raise our kids in a different area. And I didn't make sense, man. It was crazy because, you know, it seems so far from home and, you know, in terms of an area that I would want to choose to be in, I would never have thought Massachusetts. And that's the last place I would have thought of. But here I am, and it's odd because when I go back to LA, it doesn't feel like home. This feels like home. When I come back here, it's like, I'm home. You know, I've been here 21 years, so maybe that's part of it. But I just hope to God that I never talk with the Boston accent, you know. It's a wicked hiccup. Please don't know. It's a good friends, a couple guys from Boston. John Cena's from this area, and so is John Ross. And both of them don't have the accents. I think they've worked hard to get rid of those. It's so abrasive. It's not New York. It's very hard. Yeah, very hard accent. And my mother-in-law, back in the day, she had that accent as hard as it comes. It's funny because we used to go to dinner with her, and she would ask the waiter to get her a pot. And we were always kind of like, just thing with that. Our heads would spin. You know, that's how thick the accent was. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, man, I haven't got the accent. And a lot of people from this area, I know that were born and raised with them. I think it depends on where you're from, what part of the New England. It's great because we talked a few times on the phone, text all the time. But I've actually seen you since you were I'm getting old, aren't I? Great, well, thank you, so I'll never forget that. It was funny because you had a DJ there and you were playing Living on a Prayer, always a huge hit. And I was listening to you sing it, and at the high part, of course, you had to show off. No, and sing, oh, dude, an octave above. I was like, what the hell is this guy's just a freak, man? No, man, it's funny because, by the way, you've seen I just saw the Bon Jovi video of him singing Living on a Prayer. Poor guy, man. He's got a wedding, and he gets a wedding man, and not doing a very good job of it. And you can tell he's there to just have fun. And he's at the wedding, and you get him up to sing Living on a Prayer, and I'm feeling for him. But I remember that. Our wedding was fun, man, and we had a good time. Yeah, it was great, man. It was cool for me to be there, and it's happened over and over again. We get a chance to, like, you know, as a kid, being a huge Striker fan, and then ending up at your wedding, and we're friends. It was a pretty cool moment for me. It's always weird to hear you say that. Yeah, you know, I don't know why. I mean, you're a huge Striker fan. That's always strange to me that you say that. I don't know why. It just is. I'm always a little surprised by it. But there's a lot of people that are. Like, I had an in-depth conversation with a guy called Howard Jones, who was the singer of Kill Switch Engage. Now he's the singer of the Devil Mill. Hugest Striker / Christian metal fan I've ever met. And you'd never guess that certain guys just were big Striker fans throughout the years. It always blows my mind. And as we go along further down the road, we get more and more people like that. You know, like the last person you would expect to be a Striker fan. And they're in the corner quietly hanging out, and they'll say, yeah, we're Striker fans. What? Why does it blow your mind? You guys were massive. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because of what we stand for and how we did it. You kind of expect, because it's so against the grain, you kind of expect hardcore people like that, or at least how you perceive them. Someone like John 5 or someone like that, right? To hear that they're fans of the Bible, it's like, what? You know, come again? It's always surprising for me. It's the thing with Striker too, whether you were a Christian or whether you weren't, like musicianship-wise, like you couldn't deny, like I said, the double harmonies that you guys played, nobody was doing it at the time, unless you're talking about like German power metal or something like that. Well, you know what, man, that's the one thing about us, I mean, regardless of it is, you know, a lot of people did love the band, and a lot of people hated the band. But that aside, we always worked really hard and strived to affect our craft. That was really, I mean, I remember some of our friends and bands would be rehearsed for an hour and it's, hey, we're going out now and call me on the phone, so you want to go out and say, no, we're rehearsing. And we'd rehearse for another 2 or 3 hours. We always built that. in our sound and performance and the way we present ourselves musically. So, you know, there are those people that don't ever hit that, you know, sure. These are the masochistic, they always happen to us quite often, that we almost have to work twice as hard to get people's respect because I'm the band, I'm always the rest of them. Did you get that for us, Christian? Right, all the time. And still do. I mean, and I think that the sooner we let go of the having to prove ourselves, the better off we are. The problem is I haven't been able to let go of that yet. There's always this, maybe that's why I'm so busy and I'm always doing something, it almost feels as though I have something to prove. I don't. But it almost feels like I do, and, you know, hey man, it's something that's never going to go away. It almost gives you a complex sometimes, right? It does give me a complex. I mean, you know, I always say when we go perform on a death metal festival or you know, overseas metal festival where we don't belong typically, it excites me out because I think, oh man, you know, we're the Christian guys, and oh my god, you know, it makes me get nervous and almost to the point where it affects my performance, and it's like I've done this my whole life, and you think that I would be over it, you know? So what do you do, let's say, if you do a festival with a lot of death metal bands, how do you approach that day? Oh man, I mean, you just kind of, we pray a little more, and we, you know, we try to keep the positive attitude. I remember we did a festival not long ago overseas, it was pretty much all dark metal bands, you know, and Anthrax was headlining, and we were going on after Anthrax, which is always weird to me. Oh yeah, they have a headlining band, and they have like a later band as people are kind of either fading away or exact answer, or maybe. Exactly. And it's funny because Anthrax played and it was a full house, outdoor festival. Full house, I think they went on like 11:30 or midnight, and we went on like 1 a.m., 1:30, and it was like half the crowd was fun, you know, and that's just like, you know, that's like a mental, oh my gosh. But you know what, we always just go, and we tell each other this before the show, we tell each other this during the day, give our all, no matter what. One person, a million people, perform with everything, and we did that, man. It was raining, crowd was leaving, after Anthrax and all these dark metal bands all day long, we went out and gave our all, and you know, it's great stuff. We used it, like heavier songs and put it set together that way, specifically, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember there's a festival we did back in the 80s, we got there, and the first thing we saw, getting out of the band, I told the story before, but was the guys being carried on stretchers, and we're like, what the hell is this? And then as we got out of the band, going in, you just saw guys fighting, and it was a bloody mess. And I remember thinking, what did we get ourselves into? Why did our agent put us here? We were playing Raven and Testament, and I'm thinking, what? And we had, I think together was one in the set. And, you know, we changed the set immediately, right? So that happens often, where we'll change the set according to the show. Absolutely. Exactly. We did a festival called Bloodstock, when we got and you know, our style is not much more different, it's a lot of hard rock, this is Halo, but the other band, Exodus before us, Anthrax, Justice Slayer was a headline. Ooh. So then, if you were to do a metal hammer came out, it said Fozzy was as heavy as lettuce. So, I got a drum set to put a head of lettuce. Lettuce is heavy, man. Lettuce is hardcore. I got a drum set to put a head of lettuce in a box and send it to Metal Hammer. Thank you so much for your review. But you gotta just go with it, right? You do, man. And I guarantee that you guys kicked a double ass. You know, because the people still like having a good time and enjoy the rock show. I mean, they're not heavy or whatever it may be. Absolutely. You just have to do your thing, like you said, do yourself. Do your thing and go out there and just hope for the best. And, you know, the thing at the end of the day, too, we like to remind ourselves is we're never gonna please everybody. That's right. I mean, not everyone is a fan of that style of music or our style of music, or, you know, so not everyone's a fan of Anthrax. Yeah. And you bring Anthrax to the show, we're gonna get put off the stage, right? You know, so I mean, it works both ways. And that's the thing with the festival. It's always great to have your own fans there, but you gotta play to a lot of people who have never heard of you before, so know what you're at, what you do. So that's part of the appeal, I guess, of doing it. The challenge. That's the way you gotta think of it. It's not easy to think that way when you're in the war. Yeah. And there's guys standing with their arms crossed, they're like, oh gosh. No real for Motorhead once, it was like that. It's just like, yikes. Here we go. But you mentioned war, which is a great segue to talk about your new solo record, One-Sided War. I got a lot of great players on this record, some really great tunes, it's very, very heavy. But before we dive in, I want to tell you what's keeping me at the top of physical game these days, Mike. Talk about DDP Yoga. That's right, my buddy Diamond Dallas Page and his DDP Yoga program. Oh, I'm still having some of the best matches of my career right now. How about Monday Night Raw? I went to main event against Roman Reigns, opening SummerSlam, and then go to the main event on Raw against Roman Reigns. That is a high-class performer, and if you're still in the main event, you gotta deliver, man. I am delivering at 45 years old. I feel just as good as at 35 or even at 25, and one of the reasons for that is the DDP Yoga and the DDP Yoga Now app. Even easier for me to do DDP Yoga wherever I am or whenever I want. DDP Yoga has changed so many lives, not just mine. Have you seen Mick Foley lately, the general manager of Raw? He's lost like 75 pounds doing DDP Yoga and watching his diet, okay? Jake the Snake Roberts, Scott Hall, Rich Ward from Fozzy, AJ Styles, all of them experiencing the benefits of DDP Yoga. And like I said, the DDP Yoga Now app is the way to go. It's got all the workouts along with a bunch of other very cool features. You can use the DDP Yoga Now app to track your heart rate and your calories. You can use it for pain tracking, measurements, even progress photos. DDP himself even hosts a gluten-free, dairy-free cooking show, which you can view right on the app. That's gonna help you lose some weight as well. And DDP Yoga Now app subscribers won't ever get bored doing the same workouts over and over again because DDP has added completely new 2.0 workouts and weekly live workouts from the DDP Yoga Performance Center. All of this is all encapsulated on that app. Now for a limited time, you get the DDP Yoga DVDs for 20% off, plus 3 months of full access to the DDP Yoga Now app. But you get all that by going to ddpyoga.com/Jericho. That's all you gotta do to take advantage of this great deal. Just go to ddpyoga.com/Jericho and get 20% off the DDP Yoga program plus 3 months of full access to the DDP Yoga Now app. That's ddpyoga.com/Jericho. Change your life today. I'm telling you, I want you to get the best physical and mental shape you can possibly get into. ddpyoga.com/Jericho. Go do it now. Okay, don't forget March 15th, 2017. That's when we're gonna have when Mick Foley joins Talk to Jericho. The countdown is counting down 200 days until Jericho and Mick Foley. But right now, the current big band, big podcast, Mike Sweet returning. I'm here, Talk to Jericho. All right, Mike Sweet's solo record is One-Sided War, and it's kind of like another album in this, I'd say, mid-career resurgence. And the work you've been doing, because your last 4 or 5 records have been amazing, one after another. You've got them from no matter what style on the album, so on. I think the album is so right. The album is right. The album is and to mix that up, it's all about being heavy and focus hard on music. And, you know, it's funny that that's all the mainstays that I always say, reinvent your life, you know, it's like, so, it's like, it's an album that absolutely smokes. This guy, oh, he's crazy. Is he from Israel? I think he is from Israel. Yeah, he is a killer player, man. He's like if you mix George Lynch with Warren DeMartini, maybe a little Steve Vai look. Yeah, he's got this really cool style of playing. And I love it too, like he showed he's wearing his other pants with cowboy boots on the outside, like 80s bracelets, and totally loves 80s stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's really, it's funny because there was at one point he wanted to join Fozzy, and we thought about it, but we just never decided. I can't remember what it was, but he's a great player. I'm really excited to see his name. I was kidding. Well, you know what? I met him for the first time when I was typing Del Rio of the Entertainment Tech. And I started training him, introduced him to me, and we hit it off, and I followed his career, and I'm just like, this guy's such a great player. It's so sad because guys, too many times guys that meet him, they get overlooked. Yeah, because, you know, the kid's a big youth out there, a lot of talent. But he's one of those guys, and he's not only a player, but it's hard to play. He's great. So I called him, first I thought of him when I was knew much about him. So, that was me too, with you, and I played my own record. It was, okay, it was. Because I looked at it in the I didn't look at that, I couldn't handle it. I looked at it in a way that I didn't want to. But that makes sense. I was coming at it from a producer point of view. And I realized, you know what, if I did anything, I did throw some critical over the place. And that's not good. No doubt about it. And that's what I wanted to do. And, you know, even if it goes vocally, if I'm sitting singing a song and I can't do a certain harmony part or a high part, I'll call someone else and say, hey, can you do this? You know, I can do this part. And you have to look at it that way, as I said earlier, get comfortable with yourself and realize that that's the song once that's the one. And we'll have Joel, let's get in contact with him to see him around. Joel and I met a few years back, and I just love him. He's a great guy, and I always wanted to do something. I'm going to do something now. So, we're going to go back more like a classic rock, like a la Zeppelin, kind of like that. Zeppelin, kind of thing going on. We're going to start working on that album this year. Because that's something else that's been going on, is that Three Frontiers. It will be, at least that's who we've talked to about it, but we're not contacted yet. Gotcha. So, I mean, I'm one of those guys where I try not to burn bridges, but I keep an open mind, you know, obviously to how it's done. If Frontiers doesn't have the vision or isn't able to, you know, make it happen in terms of financial, yeah, I mean, it can be done right. And if it can't be done right, I'll talk to them directly about it. You know, it's not like I'm only looking. So, Frontiers is one of the two records. There's another record we just released. I'm putting those two guys together, but we never expected it to work perfectly. We're going to do some of those. I think Frontiers is the only one that I think really want to do. How Angel is, you know, no disrespect whatsoever. It can be overkill, you know, and sometimes some of them don't really work. It's got to be really good. You want to make sure that there's a chemistry between the guys that are working together. And if there's no chemistry, it's kind of pointless. Was it hard, like, when you put together like Frontiers and Movies, or maybe it was friends on one pitch, and yeah, that's a great band. Is it hard to know it's just a rock record and not going to be doing shows with it? Is it? I mean, sometimes it's kind of cool. I'm really sad. I'm now the band albums that are released by 6 groups going above 20 million tour. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad. And you wanted to do one, but we just been able to collectively from the centers. George is so busy. I'm not going to feel really bad. George is like, you know, my kid, you know, I'm in grade, let's do whatever. George is just ridiculous busy. But we are definitely doing another album. It's not like we're working on a deal right now. And the plans are to start recording the next album that we're going to start, which is January 3rd. Another start. We're going to do it at the same time. Here's why I want to do that album release of those. I want to start with the same studio. So I mean, you know, this is the story. Like, what are your ideas? But I mean, you guys, you go back and say, Rebel Lynch, Sweet Lynch. I'm not your suicide. One Side of War. Now you talk about One with Joel, One with George, and there's like, did you have a serious risk stocked up? Like, now, you sit down and let the disc flow. All of these records are flowing. It's hard to put a filler on them. You don't really like it. My mind works in really weird way. And it's saddening people who are close to me. Okay, because I'm coming on, you know, time to do an album. That's all I do. It's like 100% of my wife and my daughter and my son. I can't really do it. God. And it's kind of sad because, you know, it's a curse and a blessing at the same time. And that's what I work in my head with. When I get in song mode, I can really reach it. Because it makes me, you know, kind of the way my mind works. I can really focus on that. And that's why, thank God, it turns out okay. Because I'm able to focus on my mind and do it done. But the way it works for me is to write, and I kind of work on songs since the solo. But if I had to call tomorrow and the label said, "Man, we want an album," I go in this music to it and write the album. And I hope it was good. You know, but there might be some filler. I mean, I'm not going to crank out good songs all the time. But God's given me a gift to be able to write albums quickly and to kind of come up with riffs quickly. And that's that. It seems to write, so I'm really blessed with that for at least for me. You know, I also thank God for every day. I really give it time to go away. And I get it, you know, and as they say, the wealth of them. That happens. That happens. Absolutely. And I say that program because you see that sometimes you're going to put that on the radio or so many classic songs when they go through a dry spell, you last time on records and stuff like that. There's no support for riffs. And that's a thing. You have to have 1,000 riffs, but sometimes there's no way. Absolutely. I give thanks to God, man, daily. Not to sound, you know, the preacher or anything, but man, I'm just thrilled that I still have the ability to do what I do and do it somewhat well. And I haven't been out of rich yet, and I think because I clear my mind, like I'm not writing every day, and I clear my mind for 6 months, then I go in and write an album, the ideas are overflowing. And that's just the way it works. But you produced all these records too. I have, I've produced all the albums and booked the studios and budgeted the money on the light ups and with that too. Yeah, man, I'm really into producing, and I always have been, but I think because I'm a musician and I'm in the band, it's really impossible for people to take that serious. Do you miss that collaboration, or is there someone who's going like, this part is better, or you just kind of like, you take care of everything else the way it is? Well, no, I'm open to hearing ideas and the, like for example, our engineer Danny, he's always saying, hey man, why don't you try this? I'll say, oh, it's awesome, you know? That still happens, that stuff takes place. But, you know, I love producing, man. I just love getting in there. You know, I'm the guy that gets, if we have a room booked from noon to 10, I'm there at 11 to 1 a.m. Gotcha. It's just the way it is. And all the other guys are in their bedrooms, on their computers, you know. We're ready to go, hold on, just have to keep. We was driving down the road, doing what would please us, talking how the wise men found me. We was on our way to do some things. It's a break too late, the North some kings. Big, big it's Friday. And Michael Sweet from Striper returns to Talk to Jericho today. He's got a new solo album, One Sided War. It's out today and it is heavy. It's probably one of the heaviest things he's ever done. If you like some great classic heavy metal, this is the album for you. You can head over to Amazon Music, Talk to Jericho, Amazon links to pick that up. You can get yourself some great new music and help support your favorite podcast process, right? And in return, we're going to talk to Michael about the new solo record. He's got Joe Hoekstra of Whitesnake playing on it. Another great guitar player, Ethan Brosh, is there. He brought in drummer Will Hunt from Evanescence and Black Label Society. Bassist John O'Boy. He's got a hell of a rocking band. This album is super heavy, like I said, if you really dig it. Plus, Michael's talking about Striper's future. Whether they're doing another studio record, how prolific he is with his songwriting. Of course, the news everyone's talking about. The 30th anniversary of the Hell of the Devil album. It's out in the household name. Album that Striper fan. Well, actually, Alex Hope's on the fan as well. Although Richard Christie and Howard Jones, my little Christian metal group text, they love the Hell with the Devil. Michael's got stories about making that album, how quickly things changed once they got some love from mainstream rock radio and MTV. And we're going to talk about the tour. They're wearing the old costumes. They had to take them out of it in some cases and revamp them a little bit, but it's going to be a hell of a good time with Michael Sweet today from Striper. And like I said, Mike knows a thing or two about clothing. They're dusting off the old costumes for the Hell with the Devil tour. Michael had to have his entire Striper wardrobe remade. He's going to tell us why coming up. Michael is fat, guys. His skin is a rake. He's in great shape. But I'll tell you how you can upgrade your own style as well. Not just the way that Striper upgraded their style. How can you upgrade your own style? You're not wearing yellow and black. What are you going to be wearing? I'll tell you what you're wearing. Your own custom fit suit. Without breaking the bank as well. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Indochino.com. That's Indochino.com. They're going to have you looking like a Hollywood A-lister, man. Like you're walking the red carpet of the Grammys, of the Slammies, with their made-to-measure suits. You can wear a one-of-a-kind suit made just for you. Imagine how great that'll feel. A suit that fits you perfectly. So suit up with Indochino, and this is how you do it. You customize the details you want. You pick your lining, lapels, and even a personal monogram. Then you give them the 14 unique measurements they need to make a suit that fits you perfectly. These suits are made of 100% merino wool, so they are fancy schmancy. They also do made-to-measure dress shirts and men's accessories. Best of all, Indochino has a money-back guarantee. And today, Indochino is giving all Talk is Jericho fans, you sexy beasts, just $399. That's up to 50% off. That's crazy. A beautiful suit like this. Go to Indochino.com to check out what they've got. Enter the promo code Jericho at checkout. You'll get free shipping. And I'm telling you what, you want to look sharp? You want to look like Chris Jericho? I'm always looking sharp, man. I choose to wear a scarf and a vest. You want to wear a personal custom-made suit? There's no reason not to go get a suit that's made just for you. Go to Indochino's premium collection. Check it out. They look good, they feel good, and they're going to last. I want you to go to Indochino.com. That's Indochino.com. Use the promo code Jericho to get any premium suit for just $399 plus free shipping. You want to look like a boss? Huh? You want to look like you want to look like a man? Huh? You need to go get a custom-made swank suit just for you at Indochino.com with that promo code Jericho. Look sharp. Every girl's crazy. I'm a sharp dressed man. Alright, so I'm here with, I don't know, downtown Rhode Island or something. But it's always funny, Michael Sweet is with me in a Hawaiian shirt and super California accent, still living here in the Boston, New England area. It's so funny for me that you're still here. You know what's funny about this Hawaiian shirt is my dad wears these. Oh yeah, and he's worn these for years. And I think I'm turning into my dad, man. I really do. Isn't it funny how that is? Like I saw a picture the other day and I looked exactly like my dad when he was like my age. I was like, holy smokes, I never thought I looked like my dad until I saw this picture. I think what it is sometimes for us is subconsciously, obviously we look up to our dads. Right, of course, you know, but at the same time, you don't want to dress like your dad, or you know what I mean? So, but I'm starting to dress like my dad, you know, so hey, my dad's a cool guy, so I'll take it. Yeah, exactly. So you're up in New England, though, you've been here for 20 years or so. And that was originally for different reasons. I know you were doing like, Forest Ranger and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, originally what happened was the plan was to move back here to start over regarding raising our kids. So we just wanted to get out of the area we were in. We were in Orange. Like, my wife makes fun of me for how I say Orange County. What do you Orange. That's not bad. But anyway, it's a California thing. So Orange County went bankrupt. And because of that, it was difficult to sell your house at the time. So we wanted to do a short sale, moving back here to start over, raise our kids in a different area. And I've been here ever since, man. And it's crazy because, you know, it seems so far from home and, you know, in terms of an area that I would want to choose to be in, I would never have thought Massachusetts. Never have thought that. I mean, that's the last place I would have thought of. But here I am, and it's odd because when I go back to LA, it doesn't feel like home. This feels like home. And when I come back here, it's like, I'm home. Yeah. You know, I've been here 21 years, so maybe that's part of it. But I just hope to God that I never talk with the Boston accent, you know? It's a wicked pisser. Please don't ever let that. Because I'm good friends with a couple guys from Boston. John Cena's from this area, and so is Eli Roth, the director. And both of them don't have the accents. I think they've worked hard to get rid of that. It's just so abrasive. It's like New York. It's very hard. Yeah, very hard accent. And my mother-in-law, back in the day, she had that accent as hard as it comes. And it's funny because we used to go to dinner with her, and she would ask the waiter to get her a fork. And we were always kind of like, I just had the biggest thing with that. Our heads would spin. You know, that's how thick her accent was. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, man, I haven't got the accent. Yeah, and a lot of people from this area that I know that were born and raised here don't have the accent. I think it depends on where you're from. It's great because, like I said, we've talked a few times on the phone and text all the time, but I've actually seen you since your wedding. I'm getting old, aren't I? Great, well, both of us are. But I'll never forget that. It was funny because you had a DJ there and they were playing Living on a Prayer, always a huge hit. And I was listening to you sing at the Hyde Park. It didn't show off. No, it's like, that octave above. I was like, what the hell is this guy just a freak, man? No, man. It's funny because, by the way, you've seen I just saw the Bon Jovi video of him singing Living on a Prayer. Poor guy, man. He's at a wedding and he gets some girl singing at a wedding band and not doing a very good job of it. And you can tell he's there to just have fun. And he's at the wedding. He's at the wedding. And they get him up to sing Living on a Prayer and I'm feeling for him. But I remember that. Our wedding was fun, man. And we had a good time. Yeah, it was great, man. It was cool for me to be there. And it's happened over and over again. When you get a chance to, like, you know, as a kid, be a huge Striper fan. And then, you know, there's a wedding and friends. It was a pretty cool moment for me. It's always weird to hear you say that. Yeah, you know, I don't know why. I mean, you're a huge Striper fan. That's always strange for me to hear anybody say. I don't know why. It just is. I'm always a little surprised by it. But there's a lot of people that are. Like, I had an in-depth conversation with a guy called Howard Jones, who was the singer of Still Switching Days. Now he's the singer of the Devil, you know. Hugest Striper/Christian metal fan I've ever met. And you never guess that certain guys just were big Striper fans throughout the years. It always blows my mind. And as we go along further down the road, we meet more and more people like that. You know, where the last person you would expect to be a Striper fan. And they're in the corner quietly hanging out and they'll say, yeah, we're Striper fans. What? Why does it blow your mind? You guys are massive. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because of what we stand for and how we get seen. You kind of expect, because it's so against the grain, you kind of expect hardcore people like that, or at least how you perceive them. Someone like John 5 or someone like that, right? If you're their fan, they call a Bible, it's like, what? You know, it's always surprising for me. It's the thing with perspective too, whether you're a Christian or whether you weren't, like musicianship-wise. Like you couldn't deny, like I said, at the Double Harmonies that you guys played, nobody was doing that. I know German power metal or something. You know, that's the one thing about it, I mean, love us or hate us, you know, a lot of people do love it. really hard and strived to perfect our craft. That was really, I mean, I remember some of our friends and bands would be rehearsed for an hour and it's, hey, we're going out now and call me on the phone, so you want to go out and say, no, we're rehearsing. And we'd rehearse for another 2 or 3 hours. We were always built that way, to go the extra mile. And I think that paid off in our sound and performance and the way we presented ourselves musically. So, you know, there are those people that can't ever admit that, you know, sure. Even for masochistic music, and this happens with progressive closet players quite often, that we almost have to work twice as hard to get people's respect because I'm in the band and Alex is the rest of the band. Did you get that? What's the Christian band? Oh, yeah, right? All the time. And still do. I mean, I think that the sooner we let go of that having to prove ourselves, the better off we are. The problem is I haven't been able to let go of that yet. There's always, maybe that's why I'm so busy and I'm always doing something. It almost feels as though I have something to prove. I don't. But it almost feels like I do. And, you know, hey man, it's something that's never going to go away. It almost gives you a complex sometimes, right? It does give me a complex. I mean, you know, I always say when we go perform on a death metal festival or, you know, overseas metal festival where we don't belong typically, it psychs me out. Because I think, oh man, you know, for the Christian guys, you know, oh my god, you know, it makes me get nervous and almost to the point where it affects my performance. And it's like I've done this my whole life and you think that I would be over that. You know? So what do you do, let's say if you do your festival with one death metal band? How do you approach that day? Oh man, I mean, you just kind of, we pray a little more. And we, you know, we try to keep the positive out there. I remember we did a festival not long ago overseas. It was pretty much all dark metal bands, you know. And Anthrax was headlining. And we were going on at Anthrax. Which is always weird to me. Oh, they have a headlining band and they have like the later band as people are trying to do their things away or exactly. Answer it, maybe. Exactly. And it's funny because Anthrax played and it was a full house. Outdoor festival. Full house. I think it went around like 11:30 or midnight. And we went on like 1 a.m., 1:30. And it was like half the crowd up front, you know. And that's just like, you know, that's like a mental, oh my god. But you know what, we always just go and we tell each other this before the show, we tell each other this during the day, give our all, give our all, no matter what. One person, a million people, perform with everything. And we did that night, and that was raining, crowd was leaving, after Anthrax and all these dark metal bands all day long, we went out and gave our all, and you know what, it was a great show. Do you get, like, one of your songs and put the set together that way? Specifically, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember there was a festival we did back in the 80s. We got there, and the first thing we saw, getting out of the band, I told the story before, was the guys being carried on stretchers. And we're like, what the hell is this? And then as we got out of the band, going in, you just saw guys fighting, and it was a bloody mess. And I remember thinking, what? We were thinking, Raven, Testament, and I'm thinking, and we had to put it together as one in the set. And, you know, and we changed the set media, right? So that happens often, where we'll change the set according to the show. Absolutely. For example, we did a festival called Bloodstock. And you know, our style is much more different, but it's very wild, hard rock. This is together, but the other band, Exodus was before us, and Black Sabbath was the headline. So then, I think you review and never had it much, so Crosby was as heavy as lettuce. So, I know, lettuce is heavy, man, because lettuce is hard to work. I don't take it for a head of lettuce and box and send it to Metal Magazine. Thank you so much for your review. But you gotta just go with it, right? You do, you know? And I guarantee that you guys get a double. You know, the people still like having a good time and enjoy the rock show. No matter how heavy or whatever it is. Absolutely. You just have to do your thing, like you said, for yourself. Do your thing, you go out there and just go for the passion. You know, the thing I did with you was I remind myself, we've never done this. That's right. I mean, not everyone is a fan of that style of music or our style of music, or, you know, certainly not everyone's a fan of Anthrax. Yes. I mean, you bring Anthrax to a striker show, so you get off the stage, right? You know, so I mean, it works both ways. And that's the thing with the festival. It's always great to have your own fans there, but you gotta play to a lot of people that have never heard of you before, so they know what you're up, what you do. So that's part of the appeal, I guess, of doing it. The challenge. That's the way you gotta think of it. It's not easy to think that way when you're in the war. Yeah. And there's a bunch of guys standing with their arms crossed, like, oh gosh, I wasn't familiar with it. It was like that. It was just like, yikes. Here we go. But you mentioned war, which is a great segue to talk about your new solo record, One-Sided War. We got a lot of great players on this record, some really great tunes. It's very, very heavy. But before we dive in, I want to tell you what's keeping me at the top of physical game these days, Mike. Talk about DDP Yoga. That's right, my buddy Diamond Dallas Page and his DDP Yoga program. Oh, I'm still having some of the best matches of my career right now. How about Monday Night Raw? I went to main event against Roman Reigns, opening SummerSlam, and then go to the main event on Raw against Roman Reigns. That is a high-class performer. And if you're still in the main event, you gotta deliver, man. And I am delivering at 45 years old. I feel just as good as I did at 35 or even at 25. And one of the reasons for that is the DDP Yoga and the DDP Yoga Now app. Even easier for me to do DDP Yoga wherever I am or whenever I want. DDP Yoga has changed so many lives, not just mine. Have you seen Mick Foley lately, the general manager of Raw? He's lost like 75 pounds doing DDP Yoga and watching his diet, okay? Jake the Snake Roberts, Scott Hall, Rich Ward from Fozzy, AJ Styles, all of them experiencing the benefits of DDP Yoga. And like I said, the DDP Yoga Now app is the way to go. It's got all the workouts along with a bunch of other very cool features. You can use the DDP Yoga Now app to track your heart rate and your calories. You can use it for pain tracking, measurements, even progress photos. DDP himself even hosts a gluten-free, dairy-free cooking show, which you can view right on the app. That's going to help you lose some weight as well. And DDP Yoga Now app subscribers won't ever get bored doing the same workouts over and over again because DDP has added completely new 2.0 workouts and weekly live workouts from the DDP Yoga Performance Center. All of this is all activated on that app. Now, for a limited time, you get the DDP Yoga DVDs for 5 and 20% off. Plus, 3 months of full access to the DDP Yoga Now app. And you get all that by going to ddpyoga.com/Jericho. That's all you gotta do to take advantage of this great deal. Just go to ddpyoga.com/Jericho and get 20% off the DDP Yoga program plus 3 months of full access to the DDP Yoga Now app. That's ddpyoga.com/Jericho. Change your life today. I'm telling you, I want you to get the best physical and mental shape you can possibly get into. ddpyoga.com/Jericho. Go do it now. And hey, don't forget March 15th, 2017. That's what we're gonna have. When Mick Foley joins Talking Jericho, the countdown is counting down 200 days until with Jericho and Mick Foley. So right now, another big big podcast. Michael Sweet returning right here, Talking Jericho. All right, Michael Sweet's new solo record is One-Sided War, and it's kind of like another album in this, I'd say, late career, mid-career resurgence in the work you've been doing because your last 4 or 5 records have been amazing, one after another. You've been doing I try, man. You know, no matter what style my albums are, solo albums, I take the album down to solo albums. I'll do an album real light, I'll do an album that's mixed up. Yeah, it's all over the map. This album is all about being heavy and more guitar-oriented. And, you know, I just want to kind of address all the naysayers that always say the negative light. You know, I like Striper, but the solos are, it's light, you know, I'm trying to say this. So I kind of want to put that to rest on this album. I'm excited about it. It's an album that, at least at this point in my life, I'm most proud of, you know, because it has a lot to say musically, it has a lot to say lyrically. And it just takes it from my heart, man. And I'm really proud of the album. In a humble way. It's very heavy. It's a great record, but it's not humble way. I mean, it's super heavy. Like, if you like the heaviest of heavy Striper songs, like The Rain and Rock Hell, if you most of them, it's got that style. It's got tempo, very rock and roll, that type of stuff, for sure. Yeah, and it's got that energy, and I've run some different players. Like, you know, as a guitar player, I've always wanted to kind of, as we were saying earlier, prove ourselves. I always wanted to prove myself as a guitar player. But as I started working on solos for these songs, I started realizing like it just started sounding more and more like Ethan is on the track bizarre, we know it's him, so that's Ethan soloing, and then on the song Radio, it's Joel. Got it. So they have two completely different styles, but they're both at that same level. You know what's funny about Ethan? I've known him for years, so I know him as a man. Oh, you know Ethan, he's a big fan of ours, and he's always coming to hang out, give me a CD, give me a guitar, and Rich and I, this morning, I went and watched him do one of his seminars in Hannah. I was supposed to guy, crazy. He's obviously a good dude, I think he is pretty great. Yeah, he is a killer player, man. He's like if you mix George Lynch with Warren DeMartini, maybe a little Steve Vai. Yeah, he's got this really cool style of playing. I love to do like shows, he's one of the best, he's on the other side, and Mickey bracelets, and totally loves the 80s stuff. Yeah, that's really, it's funny because there was at one point he wanted to join Prodigy, and we thought about it, but he just never said, I forget what it was, but he's a great player. I was really excited to see his name. How did you get in contact? Well, you know what, I met Ethan the first time on a Skype show years ago. Okay, and I'm like, who's this guy, you know, and Oz knew him, introduced him to me, and we hit it off, and I followed his career, and I just thought, man, this guy's such a great player. It's so sad because guys, too many times guys like Ethan, they get overlooked. Yeah, because, you know, it's a big music world out there, and a lot of talented people. But Ethan's one of those special guys, and not only a player, but his heart's guy. He's just a great person. So I called him. First thing I thought of when I wasn't cutting the mustard on the solos. Is that hard for you to admit to yourself that you're not cutting the mustard on your own record? It wasn't. Okay, it wasn't. Because I looked at it in a different light. I didn't look at it that I can't handle it. I looked at it in a way that I didn't want to handle it. If that makes any sense? I was coming at it from a producer point of view. And I realized, you know what, if I did Ethan and I did Joe, it's going to be more different place. And that's what I did. Because I didn't know what's best for the song. Absolutely not. No doubt about it. And that's what I wanted to do. And even that goes vocally. If I'm sitting there singing a song, I can't do a certain harmony part or a high part or something. I'll call someone else and say, hey, can you do this? Or, you know, Oz, can you sing this part? I mean, you have to look at it that way. As I said earlier, kind of humble yourself and realize that what's best for the song, what's best for the album. You know, and we'll have it go when you get in contact with him to see him around. Joe, yeah, Joel, and that